This is what happened to Speed. A situation created by pure chaos and just kept getting worse and worse as the stream went on. This situation could have been completely avoided. So it all started when Ishowspeed started a stream in Norway inside a souvenir shop. Whenever Ishowspeed is doing his IRL streams, he gets people following him. His fans of that area knows the area, so they all of them gathered outside of the shop. And usually it's not a big deal. Usually it's actually a lot more fun. It makes the stream better, unless there are too many people, and to which his fans call it zombie apocalypse. Then it's hell. But this time, the amount of people, the amount of fans gathered outside of the shop was so much. So they closed the front door, they closed the shop, but they had a second door behind the shop. And something crazy, something really interesting happens there as soon as they're trying to get out. So the crowd start being a little hostile, you know. Whenever Speed is streaming, people want to gather around him, people want pictures, but these people were being very aggressive towards him. They were not respecting the bodyguard, they were going under the bodyguard. It's very weird, it's not usual, especially in a place like Norway. You know, you don't expect something like that from Norway. So they had to get back in. So they got back inside the shop. The glass door, which was at the exit, they start banging them. Look at this guy. Look at him. What is he doing? Why does he look so angry? Like, what? For a picture? You want a picture with the Speed? That's why you're banging the door so angrily? Well, eventually they break glass. Even though Ishowspeed went away, they kept banging on that glass door and they broke it. Stupid. Stupid. So these kids are banging on the door. They break the glass for a stupid selfie. I don't know. This guy looked a bit crazy to me. He didn't look like he just wanted a selfie. Looks like he's starting a revolution. Like, what's going on, man? He's just a streamer. So after that, they come back in. Speed breaks his ankle for some reason. After hours. Well, after that, they call the police. And Norway is a pretty progressive country. It's pretty successful. Very. It's a place that is considered safe. It's considered a lot more safe than a lot of places in Asia, in Southern Europe, in Eastern Europe. So this place is considered a lot safer, and that safe place couldn't protect Speed. What police said was, we can't help you until you stop streaming, which is not what happened in any other country. They did the same in India, they did the same in Austria, and they helped him. And while they were helping him, they asked him to stop streaming. They didn't ask him to stop streaming before even help. And those times when police was helping, when he was literally under their protection, that's the time when they asked him to stop filming. But in this particular scenario, there was a giant crowd gathered. Speed is stuck inside a souvenir shop. It's the authorities' responsibility to control that crowd and let people walk in and out, irrespective of if it's getting streamed or not. There's a chaos there, and it's your responsibility to control that chaos, to control all these people gather around, because this is not a musical event, right? And people want to get in and out of the shop. And somebody has literally broken a glass door, so you know this is dangerous. And police are such incompetent. I've never seen police like that. Like, they did not do anything. I don't know if this is the law, the new Norwegian law, or what has happened to these guys, but police were completely, they had no power over these kids. So eventually what happened, by the end of it, Speed was getting taken out to his car. This is what happened to Speed when he got attacked by a bunch of fans in Norway. He was surrounded by fans, them pulling his hair. So they're on top of that car, they're causing havoc everywhere. So that's not good. That really makes people not want to visit Norway, because Norway is such a beautiful country and there usually are not a lot of people there. And all of a sudden it becomes the most crowded among any of the Ishowspeed stream. That's just weird. They say it's funny. it's funny for a bunch of kids. And I don't want to like say they're kids, because some of them looked older, some of them looked legal age. They looked like 18, 19, 20. They're jumping on him, pulling his ears. Now I don't even know if they were actual fans or not. It looked like they were just a bunch of people who knew someone famous. So everyone knows Speed, so they know, oh, Speed is there. I don't think they were fans. They just had a bunch of free time in their hands. I don't know why there's so many kids out in the wild. So anyways, so all these people start attacking him, and they say, oh, it's funny. What's funny about it? You're not a 10-year-old to find this funny. Even a 10-year-old wouldn't find this funny. So you, a teenager, is finding this funny to grab somebody's hair and assaulting him, whether that's his content or not. What the hell is wrong with you? By creating content like this, he kind of course, usually 98% of the time, and 98% of his fans are not going to do it, because they understand, oh, it's a joke he plays on himself. But 1% of the time, that one guy is going to create this problem. And there's 1% of his fans is going to create this chaos and is going to take advantage of that. And just like that one angry kid who broke the fucking glass door, and these kids were jumping on him, pulling his hairs. And that's all it takes, man. And this could have been very dangerous. He could have had a very serious injury if somebody had fallen over. If somebody on top of the car accidentally jumped on him or jumped on purpose, he could have broken bones, he could have broken a spine, he could have broken his legs. A lot of bad shit could have happened. According to Slips, store owner's negligence was the reason why this happened, because he closed the entrance. And the entrance was wide. It was easier for the cars to go in and out. And store owner closed the store because there was so much crowd outside. If he had kept it open, so they could have already left like hours ago. Maybe it would have been a little hard, but just with the help of the private security, they would have been able to do that. So according to Slips, the one to blame is the store owner. Do I think that? I think, of course, the most responsible in this entire situation is police, the authority. And a lot of this hell is created by Speed himself. This asks a very important question. Because Speed is famous for this type of content. He creates chaos. He makes it entertaining. He makes his suffering entertaining and funny. That's how his content has always been. Whether it was getting racist remarks from the chat and him reacting to that, him crying because of Talking Ben, and him just getting bitten by the snake and whatnot. So it's almost like there's a German word called Schadenfreude or something like that, Schadenfreude, where people enjoy other people's suffering and they find it funny, just like a cartoon. That's why most of Ishowspeed's audiences are kids. So maybe that's why, like, he created this environment where people think his suffering is funny. And he said he doesn't want to visit Eastern Europe. He doesn't want to visit Russia because of the war going on. But this thing would not happen in Russia, because if you remember, in the 2018 World Cup, similar things were happening. A lot of drunk English fans were getting on top of cars and everything. And you know what the police did? Yeah, they threw them in jail, and they beat the hell out of them. Now, I don't agree with that completely. I don't agree with that treatment. Of course not. But if that's what it takes for people to be safe, for the innocent people who are on the streets, for them to be safe, that's fine. So if a bunch of drunk idiots are causing problems, and a lot of the comments are blaming immigrants for it. Like, I don't know if they were all immigrants. I mean, maybe some of them were. Some of them looked like people of color, but I don't think that's the problem here. Like, immigrants, he has gone to the country where these immigrants come from. But I think it's a lot more deeper than that. the way these kids were acting, but they were not respecting the authority, but they were not respecting the bodyguards. They were just going under him, climbing over top of them. Almost like they don't care about the consequences. First, because they're kids, so of course they're not going to have a lot of consequence, but even some of the adults, the way they were acting, they were not maintaining composure. Almost like they don't have to respect authority. Because when you don't have to respect the police, since police were not doing anything, so if you don't have to be afraid of the police, if police is just standing over in the corner and not doing anything, why do they have to be afraid of a bodyguard? Why do they have to respect somebody's space, somebody's private space? Why they have to respect it if the police is not doing anything? Police were not even saying, hey, stop doing that. That tells us a lot about the way Norwegian law works, maybe, the way their police works, the way their society works. Maybe they don't call people out as much as they should. And that's why people don't have to respect people's private space. If police is just going to stay in the corner and let people climb over the car, let people create chaos, why should they? Why will they stop from doing more? That's what I conclude from it. You guys can tell me in the comments what you guys think. And do you think who is actually the one to blame for this happening? Thanks for watching.